acts and probably one of the poshest shops in London. Even the plaster models have breeding, and just take a look at the prices. Still, the fact remains that unless you own a Burberry, you can't consider yourself a casual. And what's a casual? Well, it's someone who spends a lot of money buying expensive sportswear, like all this gear. Or as with these lads, Italian designer shirts, jumpers or tracksuit tops, all with Italian names or logos displayed all over the place. Now, unless you have your Armani label on your sleeve or your Alessi sticker on your chest, you're not a genuine casual. Somehow, the more you pay, the more pull you have as a label boy. This tracksuit would knock you back about 125 quid. The casual has drawers full of expensive gear, and each Saturday he's found gracing football terraces throughout the country, spying what's new with rival casuals from other teams. Then it's back to the shops to see what the stars of the sports world are endorsing this week. One of the biggest stockers is Stewart's, just round the corner from QPR and Shepherd's Bush, where they come from all over the country for the latest gear.
They come from Manchester, Liverpool. In actual fact, we did have some kids come from Edinburgh. There's certain goods that we have got, which is as good, just as good, at like half of the price. Right, but you cannot give it away. You know, sometimes I'd be only too glad to sell something at half the price. The profit margin is the same, and if the kid wants it, that's great. But they will not have anything without the right logo at the moment.
The daft thing is that the typical casual is a working class kid, either stood at school or on the dole, and they really don't have the kind of money needed to buy the clothes.
Half their parents can't even afford it, but they pester them because their friends got it, they want to have it, and they spend all their money, all their savings just trying to get their kids looking like everybody else, and they can't really afford it, and their parents are struggling, but they don't care.
I ain't spent that much because I know a lot of people that either nick it or they sell it. They buy it off quick, like all the people that top casuals and that. They buy it up and then they sell it straight away.
You get the problems of kids taking goods off of other kids, and they call it taxing. It's terrible. You know, like young boys have come into the shop and have walked out and they've been taxed as they've gone outside the shop. Boys have jumped on them and threatened them with knives and this type of thing.
A lot of them are nicking it. They mug people on the streets and all this, and they sort of like, as they call it, tax their girlfriends, you know. They'll be going out with their girlfriend, but they'll only go out with her so that she would buy them something expensive. As soon as she buys them something expensive, that's it, she's kicked to the wayside. They don't want to know no more.
You know, there's no getting away from it. It looks, as far as I can see, it looks much nicer, a nice Barry jumper and a nice pair of Wexmans than walking about looking like a punk.
They seek him here, they seek him there. His clothes are loud, but never square. It will make or break him, so he's got to buy the best, 'cause he's a dedicated follower.